good Fasthouse Desert Sled story should. This one starts at the Mint 400. Early March 2020, I received a text from Jason Chinnick inviting me out to the race. I had never been, so I packed up my van and headed out from LA one night, only to wake up to this. The Ducati Fasthouse team hard at work, getting their bikes ready for the race. It would be the first time the Desert Sled had been tried at the Mint 400. Needless to say, the bikes did well, surprisingly well. Jordan Graham ended up winning his division by something like 45 minutes. And the Ducati Fasthouse Desert Sled was born. I had posted several photos of the bikes on Instagram throughout the day, and they had received a lot of attention. The bikes looked great, but they'd been heavily modified to make them race-worthy. The one thing that hadn't been touched was that engine, the 803cc air-cooled twin. Cut to 1 year later, I would receive yet another text message from Jason inviting me out to the product launch of what would be a limited series run of 800 bikes modeled after those bikes that won the Mint 400. Never in a million years did I actually expect to own one of these bikes. But as fate would have it, here's Jordan Graham actually breaking in the bike that would soon find its way to me. Several months later, unfortunately my motorcycle got stolen. I called Jason to try to find out how long it might actually take Ducati to release the long-rumored Desert X. He assured me that it was still going to be quite a wait, but he happened to mention that if I needed a bike, they just so happened to have one of the press bikes from the Fasthouse Ducati Desert Sled launch available if I was interested. Here's Jason talking about the bikes.
So the Desert Sled was this concept that basically we took the original Scrambler and said, we really want to be able to take this bike off-road. So we made some mechanical modifications to the bike. Basically, we took the frame and braced it down so where it bolts up to the swing arm in the engine, and then a longer swing arm on the bike, and really put a more robust suspension for real off-road riding. And I think the concept is that you'd be able to take this bike on fire roads and on those sorts of things. You're riding on the asphalt, but then when you see a cool dirt road and you want to take it, it's not going to limit you.
Exactly, because I've been out on the road before. Just I see something, I want to just go over there and check it out. It's perfect. Peel off. Exactly. And catch a little, catch a little dirt action.
Catch a little dirt, slide, discover whatever you're going to do out there. It's just such a fun motor. I mean, that air-cooled twin motor has so much character. Even as technology advances, in my opinion, there's a place for that motor because it's so much fun to ride. And that's why we do it, right? I mean, it's about that smile that you get when you're riding.
It's definitely got enough horsepower.
The horsepower wasn't
an issue, and it was just something else.
Everything Jason says is pretty much dead on. This bike has a super fun engine. It's not a dirt bike, it's not a sport bike. It's just a really great motorcycle, and it pretty much does anything and everything. I couldn't be happier with it, or more surprised at how good it is at so many different things. I've been able to trail ride again with this bike, something I had long forgotten about when I got rid of my dirt bikes years ago. Now I find myself pining for the dirt again, and it's wonderful. Thanks for watching. This has been the story of my Fasthouse Ducati Desert Sled, number 1 of 800. A press bike, living its life long after press time. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel. I've got several cool projects in the works, not like this, but different. All motorcycle-centric, and hopefully all story-driven. Stick around.